Hello fans, Chad Jackson here with head volleyball coach Will Condon in the Coach's Corner for this week. Coach Condon, your volleyball team got off to a good start to the 2012 season, sweeping all 3 matches from your season opening tournament. Talk a little bit about this weekend and the key region wins you had over Tusculum, Lenoir-Rhyne, and Catawba.
Well, it was a good weekend for us. Anytime that you can go 3-0, you're definitely pleased. The first match against Lenoir-Rhyne, I thought we played, our first set was about as well as you could play. As best I've seen them play maybe ever. I mean, we were dominant. We played almost perfect volleyball. Not necessarily, the passes weren't perfect, but we still scored, and we had some great swings, and the offense was spread around, and everyone was contributing. And then the second set, struggled a bit, gave up a nice run to Lenoir-Rhyne at the beginning and never really could get back in that set. A couple things just didn't go our way in that set, and we weren't able to bounce back. And then third set, basically the same thing, just some breakdowns. And then fortunately in 4 and 5, we turned it back on again and were able to pull it out. On Saturday, we're playing 2 NCAA tournament teams, and we played pretty well for most of those matches. Had same thing, game 2 at the beginning, we struggled in both, but we were able to pull it out. I thought we did a good job of spreading out our offense and keeping everyone involved, and I thought that the hitters did a great job of staying aggressive and putting out some great swings, but especially when you're playing 2 teams and maybe 3 teams. I mean, Lenoir-Rhyne was certainly a tough team. We could see them again at the end of the year. And to come out and go 3-0 is definitely good, but it gave us a great opportunity to see some things we needed to work on this week to get ready for next weekend.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, because in the preseason you can see things you need to work on, but when you have actual matches during the regular season, probably some of those things are a little more prevalent, they need more attention. What did you see from this weekend that you feel like you need to work on for the next couple of weeks?
Well, I think for us as coaches, it really didn't show us. I think we already knew. I think what it did is it showed the players more that, these are the things we've been telling you need to work on, and here they are in the games, hurting us and affecting us. So, we have a sheet on our board of things that we need to improve on to be really good this year, and it's been on there since before this weekend, and those were things that that we need to improve on, and it showed this weekend. What was good is that on Monday, after the weekend, our first practice, they came out and practiced real hard, especially on those things that we told them that we needed to improve on. And I think what it did was more highlight it and expose it, and they couldn't hide from it anymore. And I think that they did a good job of recognizing it and are trying to do something about it.
Well, this weekend you travel up to Carson-Newman, a 4-match tournament where each one of those matches is another region opponent you're going to be facing. Talk a bit about Carson-Newman this weekend.
Again, 4 region opponents. You got Lincoln Memorial, another NCAA tournament team. You got Lees McRae, NCAA tournament team. Carson-Newman, NCAA tournament team, and then King College, who's generally at the top of that conference. Not necessarily balanced schedule. Some of the teams aren't playing as many teams as we are. Yeah, it is what it is, and we'll deal with that accordingly. But again, it's go on the road. You're gonna have to stay focused and play hard and well for 4 matches. We get to play against Jenny, former assistant here, and who's doing a good job at Lincoln Memorial. And if we do those things that we said we need to work on, I think that we'll have a good weekend. If we don't, we could have those periods where we struggled like we did this weekend. But we have enough talent and athletic ability where we can have those periods of time where we struggle a little bit and still pull it out. So hopefully we can do that.
And then Armstrong will come back. You'll host your second tournament of the season already, the Southeast Region Challenge, and that looks like a field that could host at least a couple of nationally ranked teams.
Yeah, I think Eckerd is still ranked. Rollins kind of had a rough first weekend, so they dropped out of the poll. They're still receiving votes, but we know that they'll be a tough team. A couple of their players we're working out with one of our players this summer, and they've already informed us that they're going to beat us. We like to play the matches before we decide who wins, but they've already told us that they're going to beat us and beat us 3-0 at our place. So hopefully that will give us a little motivation to be ready for those matches. But we know they'll be tough. I mean, Florida Southern, always a good team. Rollins, very solid team who has a lot of returning players. And Eckerd, they were in the final of their regional last year, so we know that they'll be tough. And then even playing Puerto Rico, Rio Piedras on Sunday, they always seem to have a really solid team. So it will give us a really good weekend and really good measuring stick for where we are.
All right, Armstrong heads to Carson Newman this weekend, and will host the Southeast Region Challenge 2 weeks from now. First match will be on Friday at 7 p.m., and of course we'll carry that live on Ustream as well as on ArmstrongPirates.com. Coach Condon, good luck these next couple of weeks, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.